Ooh, if I run away from my computer screaming like a little girl, there's a moth in the room. I don't know where he went, and they freak me out. So,
Well,
That's
that's good
fair.
to know.
yeah.
And it's very good to know for the audience because this is another episode of Box Office Shuffle with the three people you see on screen or hear in your microphones come together roughly every other week to talk about physical media and a specific movie that we've chosen from our collections for that week. I'm one of the hosts, Thomas, aka Mr. Warper. Joining me is Joe, aka the man scared of moths.
What up?
And the man whose film we pulled this week is Chris, aka Gamma Caruchador.
La 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 la. It's me. That's the song.
Indeed, and it's a song from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, which was the film we
Yeah.
pulled. In case you clicked on this and didn't see the title of what the heck we were talking about or looked at the thumbnail in any way, we pulled last week from our randomizer, hence the shuffle part of our name. From Chris's collection, we pulled a Discord choice, I should say, where we all chose from our collections and we let our Discord choose what we were going to watch. Joey went with Conan the Barbarian, the original, because I think there was a Jason Momoa version, if I remember right.
I think there was.
And
Yeah.
then I went with Emperor's New Groove, which is going to be back in my rotation for the next choice. And then Chris went with Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, which is the English dub version, specifically the 2020
Yes.
Steelbook release. And that was chosen by our Discord, which is what we're going to talk about. So, Joey, before we get into the facts and figures and what the movie's about and all that, hit us with that back of the box synopsis.
Aw, heck yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with the synopsis. 1,000 years after the 7 days of fire destroyed civilization, warring human factions survive in a world devastated by atmos at at atmos at at atmos at
You got the second
The
syllable.
moth is attacking. The moth is getting him.
atmosphere. Yeah, the poison.
You're there. You're there. You got it.
Atmospheric poison and swarming with gigantic insects. The peaceful Valley of the Wind is nestled on the edge of the toxic forest and led by the courageous Princess Nasku. Not Oh my
Nausicaa.
god. Nausicaa.
Nausicaa.
Whoa, I must have
Yeah, so you said that in the intro when we were pre-show, and now just
The
now.
Witch King of Angmar. Let's go.
Whose love for all living things leads her into a terrible danger as she fights to restore balance between humans and nature. Flawless.
So, have you guys seen this movie before? Obviously, Chris has, he owns it, but I had not.
Me neither.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear your guys' thoughts on it then,
Indeed.
for sure.
And in fact, I've never really watched any Ghibli films, which technically this is not because it predates the formation of Ghibli,
Right.
but it's
But
largely.
it's a Miyazaki film.
Exactly.
Which is very...
And he's his own
Ghibli.
genre of movie, like at this point,
Absolutely.
given his tenure both as a writer, creator, and just director in general. Always been one I've like meant to dive into. And technically, this isn't his first movie, but it was one of the I think the first
Right.
movie adapted from his works.
Yeah, I think it was his second directorial debut.
Yes.
But this was, if I remember correctly, this was actually based on a manga that he did while also still working in animation during the day.
Yep.
So like he wrote a manga for this, and then this got adapted. He was offered to adapt this to an animation, and he was hesitant, but then said, yes, this would be a good one to bring over. So
And
Yeah.
then he eventually would go back. I have that in my notes. It would stop and start because of his work with the Ghibli films, the manga, and it would run until the mid 90s. It finished in 1995. With, I guess, a little darker of an ending than the movie would imply. Because, I mean, obviously it had been 11 years by the time he actually got to the ending. Between when he finished and wrote the movie to finish the manga. And I guess the movie only covers like the first couple of parts of the story of the manga as it would continue to evolve and get more in depth with like the origins of the toxic forest and all that. So Joe, as our synopsis guy and someone who has not
Yes.
seen this movie, what's your first thoughts on Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, specifically the dubbed version?
Yeah, the dub version. The dub was really great. The art on this movie fucking just takes me back to older anime, which I fucking love. Just the page drawn stuff, the colors are awesome, and just like even the sound effects, like when the saber collide, I fucking just love that. It's I don't know, not a lot of complaints from me, and I also love like the way he does ships, like flying aircraft. Holy crap! Just the design, because everything feels like it's like from World War II era kind of crafts that are just kind of flying somehow magically, and man, I don't know. I really like this movie a lot. It was quite entertaining.
And
I want to
aircraft
watch it
is a
again.
big theme. Like, I mean, that's what Ghibli means in Italian, isn't it? Isn't it the Italian word for a aircraft? Because
Oh.
I think it was that's what one of their World War II planes was called, was the Ghibli.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's the historian on our podcast giving us some knowledge.
And it's like kind of a weird translation of like that term in Italian into Japanese, but obviously, you know, just kind of he just makes it work, and it's its own thing now. It's its own brand. But yeah, similarly, enjoy the animation. Specifically, the aircraft into the cloud scene stands out to me as like that is one of the coolest things. Even what are we 42 years on now? Yeah, 42 years on.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Still one of the coolest things I've ever seen in animation. Like that dipping it when they dip back into the and it starts to billow around them, the aircraft.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, that is cool. Like that how that's drawn is so impressive. And it holds up so beautifully.
Because this would still be on cell animations. So frame by frame, everything's being animated by hand. There might have been like some cutout, like when you have the Ohm, which if you haven't watched the movie yet, the Ohm are like the big, large bugs that are kind of like they're kind of like the symbolization of the whole of nature in this film. But they're like these he designed them after little pill bugs, roly-polies, other regional names, but they're the balls that can like, or the bugs that can like curl up into a ball and then roll around in defense kind of thing. So he makes like the way that they animated those, because they weren't like cell shading, they were as if each part of the creature was a painted bit that they would then move in parallax so that that stuff could look like it's moving nicely, but also still have this rendering of getting a lot of the detail in there. And I like the first 5 minutes of this film artistically, as somebody who has worked in animation, as somebody who does digital drawings and all that kind of stuff, the coloring, the paintings, the actual animations, when she walks behind one of the like almost Ohm cicada shell moltings, and you see the distortion of her as she walks through, it blows my mind every single time. It's so good. Like if you watch the first 5 minutes of this movie, you're gonna be like, I'm in for an artistic masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of thoughts on like narrative design and, you know, story and the voice acting in the dub version versus the Japanese version, like the animation is exactly one for one. It's completely unedited. Largely because there was an American version of this movie in the mid-'80s. I don't know if you've ever watched The Warriors of the Wind, which was the largely very hated version, including boycotted by Miyazaki himself, version of the movie.
Nice.
It was such a bad chop job, I guess, that it spurned him to make a lifelong "nobody edits my fucking movies" rule. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like, and so when the Walt Disney Home Media, which is who produced this version that we watched, they did a number of Japanese adaptations for DVD and Blu-ray back in the day, and it's obviously now gotten a number of re-releases due to its cultural significance. This film, but they apparently the first version, The Warriors of the Wind, was like they changed the rating, which technically this is also PG what we watched, but it includes a lot of the context. And there's really no real changes to the actual, like, what you see on screen portion. But the first version, I guess, just ripped up a bunch of stuff, like her connection to the Ohm from her childhood, completely gone. Bunch of other changes to the structure of the film, and he just hated it. She's like, nobody's touching my movies again.
Yeah.
Can dub them for the other audiences because that's just globalization, but don't touch my animation.
Right. Right.
And hey, hats off to him because it clearly works.
Oh, for sure.
This movie is stunning.
Ugh. So then what did you guys think of the plot as a whole? Like, did the story grip you at all?
Oh, yeah.
Was
It's got some themes that have... You can definitely tell where other things I am a fan of have taken inspiration from this film. It's definitely a tentpole movie in the medium, you know, like the insect evolution and, you know, the concepts of man and nature, you know, coexisting. Not exactly original to this movie, but told in a really original way here with their state of the world and it's been 1,000 years. And you get this lived-in sense of the world, and you can see where other properties have adapted things from it. Like I can thematically with the music and also some of the bug designs. I'm like, the guy that made Hollow Knight must have loved this movie.
Oh yeah.
So like there's like right in the middle when they first get down into the underground, there's a big swell of a score. It's with Nausicaä and the Prince. And I'm like,
yes.
Oh, this just sounds like Hollow Knight. Like it's almost one for fucking one. Where I'm like, yeah, he watched the shit out of this movie.
And then you have the visuals of the dark blues to whites, and that's perfect Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
That's Hollow Knight and very Ori of the Blind Forest as well.
Yeah, a lot of that genre feel very inspired by some of the narrative concepts of Miyazaki's work. I'm like, if you're going to be inspired by anybody, it might as well be, you know, Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah. Which a couple of things that because I did a little bit of a deep dive after this, and it just was kind of like looking at people's thoughts on this film. And like there were some people who were like, Nausicaä is like the anti-Dune in a way, but also how Nausicaä is very Tolkienian in its relationship of man and nature. And industry specifically, because like the Pedgites and the Tolmekians, who are kind of, they're not necessarily the bad guys, but they are they are the oh my goodness, what's it called?
Antagonist?
Yes, antagonist. Thank you. That's the word. I was like, antithesis? That's not the right word. They're the antagonists kind of people in this movie, and they're the ones that heavily use vehicles, gun weaponry, whereas the Valley of the Wind, she has a glider, and it does have power behind it, but the rest of everything in the Valley of the Wind is powered by windmills and human labor on the fields, working the farms, and so it's very Tolkienian in that aspect, I feel like.
Yeah, I can absolutely vibe with that. Joey, what were your thoughts on that, on the like first watch? Did we get to you on that?
No, but Chris kind of nailed my most of my thought process there. I had a Tolkien vibe like the whole time, kind of thought process. Even at the beginning, I was like, this is like when Frodo kind of meets up with Gandalf in the beginning a little bit, except a little more excitement when they're getting chased by the
this time
Ohm.
it's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. Lord Yupa.
Lord Yupa, the best swordsman this side of
he's what is it,
Blake?
Zorro?
Yeah, Zorro.
With a
He's
giant
the Zorro of
mustache.
this
Like
world.
the mustache that even I would be jealous of.
Like, I want to
Huge.
see that man. I want to see him eat soup with that. I feel like it'd be very difficult.
When we get to it, Patrick Stewart had a great bit about voicing this character, which we'll get to in a minute.
Yes. I was going to bring that up too.
Yeah.
But that's kind of all I had for, you guys kind of covered most of that.
Yeah, before we get into some of the cast and stuff, we'll go through the very brief figures on the film. Its budget was roughly $1 million for making a film in Japan. The box office at the time was $14 million, but that doesn't do it. I don't think it's the number I'm looking at is accounting for, those like fan, those Fathom events, like, well, they'll just like re-release
Yeah.
movies from time to time.
Oh.
Yeah,
They don't draw huge numbers, but they still make a little bit of money. And obviously, the home media market is where this movie has culturally resonated, much like many, anime properties after they have left Japan, become huge, consistent sellers in the home media space. And this has had VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, not a 4K yet that I could find. I don't think.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing that for maybe the 50 year in. What would
Yes.
that be? 8 years from
Does
now.
Ghibli have a 4K set? Have they 4K'd their
think
whole
Ghibli
collection?
Does I don't know.
I know there are collected sets of Ghibli works, but I couldn't tell if there was a big 4K
Right.
one, which wouldn't stun me if, again, like to your sake, for some celebration, because they're coming up on, they'd be past their 40th, but for their
Right.
50th, maybe they would do a whole, hey, this is every movie we've ever made plus Nausicaa for 4K. Because because the Prime days are coming up, I'll get the sales ads for like the Wes Anderson collection, that's like $300. Because if anyone's going to get a collected set of his works, you'd think Miyazaki would be up for, hey, when my time is done, I want everybody to experience all my works in the latest formats.
Yeah. The only thing I just went on to Amazon real quick. The only 4K I see of a Ghibli film is The Boy and the Heron, which I believe is the most recent.
Yeah, I was going to say,
one.
I think,
So
That's all I'm seeing too.
because with the 4K, they'd have to go back in and scan
Right.
everything, basically.
oh yeah.
And I don't know if on the cell, animation, if that's even something that they would do, like if it would add
Not-
anything.
Here's the thing. Not only that, but like if they need the original cells, I know that there are Ghiblis where it's like they would sell off
Yeah.
the cells. Like I think I follow somebody who bought a cell from Spirited Away or something, or Kiki's delivery service or something.
Yeah.
And like that would absolutely something that I would splurge on for this movie, for sure.
I'm gonna actually look up, see what Reddit has to say.
While you do that, I found it very interesting. I just wanted to, like, literally right before this, because I was just looking at the IMDb page and
Oh.
it asked me to rate it.
Apparently, yeah, according to G Kids, they are actively working on 4K restorations of their older titles for wide IMAX release in a number of properties.
If they do
Nausicaa has
this
not
ongoing-
officially said they're going to do that one, but they're working
Okay.
on like Princess Mononoke,
Yeah.
so like films of that era. Where I'm like, well, you'd think this is on the docket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
Good on G
just
Kids.
say-
They make good shit.
Oh, for sure.
Their Arcane
I'll just
release
say-
sets, fantastic.
So good. So good. I'm so glad I have them.
Yeah, they're worth buying the steelbook from directly them because the sets are just gorgeous. Gorgeous.
The only issue I have with their steelbooks for the Arcane is the fact that they did Vi for the Blu-ray on both of them, and then Jinx for the 4Ks on both of them, instead of doing Vi and Jinx Blu-ray 4K and then Jinx Vi Blu-ray
Yeah.
4K, so you could have the sisters. But
And we've talked about this. If they'd have let us pre-order and pick which one we want, that would have been dope.
yeah,
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that would have been
that
cool
would've
as
been
hell.
nice.
I'd have paid a little
They did
extra
that-
for that.
They did that for the Kickstarter of the Avatar TTRPG that they made. You could pick either Korra or Aang being the front cover, and the other one would be the back cover of the book. So that would have been nice, but oh well.
Yeah. So, I don't have any numbers on the home media of this in terms of numbers that it's sold, but it's a very popular home media title. Would be putting it lightly. So we'll go through the cast here. I got some notes. Obviously, the named role of Nausicaa, we have Alison Lohman in the English dub. We're going to do the English version. Patrick Stewart as Lord Yupa. Shia LaBeouf as Prince Milo. Uma Thurman as Queen Selena. Edward James Olmos as Axel. Chris Sarandon as General Rogan, the smarmy general of the Tolmekians. And then a couple of stalwart VAs, Mark Hamill and Frank Welker as the mayor of Placida and Goal, respectively. I definitely couldn't go through without including them.
Nice.
They're not huge roles in the film compared to many of the others. It was like, you got
Right.
Mark Hamill in this. Come on,
Dude,
he's
yeah.
he's
So
on
you
the
gotta cast
docket.
him.
He's going on here.
But you have to think he is Mark Hamill, but this was before the Joker. Or no,
No, it would have been way after.
I was thinking the 1984. It would have been actually way after.
Yeah,
You're right.
like he's
I was thinking
well
of the
into his VA
1984.
career at this point
Right.
because he'd
Yeah,
done a
no,
number
no,
of
you're
things
right.
by
I'm
then.
stupid.
Like this was post Avatar.
Yeah.
Though I don't know if he had premiered in Avatar yet.
Was
Did he
he?
show up? He was Ozai. Because
I know he was.
05.
I
When
think-
did Ozai show up in Avatar: The Last
I think his
Airbender?
first appearance would have been.
Is it season 3?
No, he definitely had a line or two in season 2. I think when it was the Day of the Black Sun or something.
Yeah, I got my timeline mixed. Yes, he's
Yeah.
in the like when the eclipse happens episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I can't remember if they went back and had him add lines to the Agni Kai flashbacks. I don't think he did until the flashbacks that happened later.
When was the first flashback for Zuko though? That might have been
It's-
earlier in season 2 because the flashbacks would have been Zuko being in the palace room with Ozai, and then even led into him fighting his father.
Yeah, I'm curious now. I'm like, you know what? Screw him. In the next show I rewatch, I just shelf The Expanse for a bit and rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Great
It's
show.
a quick one to go through.
All-time classic. But anyway,
It's good.
I had a couple of notes. Number one, Patrick Stewart's note that Chris and I picked up on. A lot of the voice cast were talking about how they made the movie in terms of, because obviously this is a dub and it's a 1-for-1. They're not changing anything, and they're trying to match the tone of voice of the Japanese actors to what they're doing as an American, English VA. And Patrick Stewart said he got the best role because he didn't have to lip sync at all or match anything. Because he just got to mustache match. Because you
just
never
had to
saw his
watch the
lips.
mustache.
Yeah. And it was an absolutely great role to put him in.
Yeah.
And then, we said, yeah. So, and I wanted two notes. Number one, Chris Sarandon. I saw him pop up and I was like, I didn't recognize his voice. But I saw him on screen and I was like, what the hell do I know him from? Oh, he's Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
From The Princess Bride.
He plays such a good, smarmy, like
Yeah.
pathetic but high-ranking individual.
Yeah, his voice just absolutely works for that. And then obviously this is right in the thick of Battlestar Galactica, Edward James Olmos, Admiral Adama, so say we all. But a great voice cast all around. Fantastic. It was surprising when Shia LaBeouf showed up. I was like, oh my god, he looks so young in the behind-the-scenes
Yeah.
stuff.
Because when would this have been, like, Shia LaBeouf? Would this have been at the end of Even Stevens?
Because, yeah, they were in production 03 and 04. I don't know when, obviously, they did all their VA. That was probably more towards
Right.
the end, I would assume. So largely,
Right.
you could assume 2004. So I think, yeah, he would have moved on by then.
Holes was 2003. Even Stevens was 2000 to 2003.
Yeah, so this was like his next, probably one of the next projects he did after those.
So this was like right after iRobot and Constantine. Did we start
Yeah,
the season with
we ha-
Constantine?
We had Constantine, yeah, which came out the same
I
year.
forgot he was in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot he was in
So
that.
2005 was the year of LaBeouf.
I mean, yeah, it was 2004 for iRobot, then Constantine, and The Greatest Game Ever Played, a golf movie.
Yep, it's a golf movie. I've seen that. Been a long time, but seen it.
And then the one, honestly, it's crazy how the lead act, like, I don't know who Alison Lohman is.
She's not done a
But-
ton, but apparently,
Yeah.
big Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently she was huge at this time. And I don't know
Yeah, she was in a
why.
bunch
Like,
of
I'm
stuff
literally
back then.
looking at her. Yeah,
Drag
I'm
Me
like,
to Hell is
I
a
guess,
big one she was in.
a
A horror movie. She was a scream queen.
Yeah. She was in Big Fish. Wow, she did a lot in. Oh, I guess she didn't do too much. I think it's The Big White. It's a whale thing. Oh, it's a financial movie. Oh, okay. Oh, and would you look at that? It has Woody Harrelson. All right.
So she's our official connection to Kingpin.
Yeah, Alison Lohman. Patrick Stewart wasn't. Shia LaBeouf wasn't. I think Edward James Olmos was close.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff with like
Yeah.
so many people.
But yeah, I had to go with Alison Lohman.
Was Uma Thurman ever in anything with Harrison or Murray?
That might have been one.
Because she was on my like, ooh, what's going to be our connection to Kingpin? And for the audience that doesn't know, way back in season 1, Joey pulled Kingpin from his collection. Why he owns it, I do not know. Easily so far the worst movie we've watched on the show.
It's bad.
It's a bad one. I don't like it. Not a fan. So we've been going through like finding degrees of Kevin Bacon to that movie.
Yeah.
And that's
I
what the
guess
connection
Uma
to Kingpin.
Thurman. Uma Thurman was in a film with Bill Murray
I was gonna say, I swear I
and
remember.
Robert De Niro.
What was that movie?
Mad Dog and Glory.
I'm
1993 film.
Yeah, I vaguely have a recollection of like them being on screen together. Like, yeah, she was one of my. It was her, one of some of the big names on this list. But Alison Lohman, that's a heck of a pull.
Yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest. Of all of the dub actors, I actually think that Nausicaä was probably dubbed the worst out of all the characters.
It's
I
very.
think that she just played it very flat.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay.
Even when it's like the higher pitch, the higher register emotional scenes,
Right.
it's all one level.
Right.
And maybe that's intentional, like that could have been a director's choice,
Right. Yeah.
for the, VA direction. But everything else felt better to me.
Yes. Like Patrick Stewart, he knows how to play with his voice, so he had a lot of little nuances that you were able to pick up on.
Yeah, and she's
Mark
in
Hamill is, of course, a great voice
Yeah,
actress. But
you're in an unenviable position as a younger actor there because her and Shia LaBeouf would be the two youngest, but he had a lot of experience, and not maybe VA, but in terms of like work with his voice. And you could
having
almost
ranges, yeah.
and you could almost tell in the behind the scenes of her, like, she just said a few things about how she had not thought about acting in that way. And I was like, so this is like her first time really doing this, and you're a lead in one of the most culturally significant anime films of all time. Like,
Right.
that is a tough spot to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, actually, her performance probably takes the movie down. Well, and we'll get to scores here in a minute. Not that there are any hard and fast rules on our scores, but that is definitely one of like dubs in general aren't my thing. Largely why I don't watch a lot of anime films. They're just doesn't vibe with me for some reason. It takes me out of it a little bit, knowing that it's a dubbed thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't watch much
Would you
foreign
enjoy
film.
them more if you had to read them?
Oh, I mean, possibly. Like, I'm not sure. Because, like,
Yeah.
I actually just got done reading a couple comics over the weekend. So, like, I would actually like to read the original manga.
Oh, yeah.
Or the
for
translated
sure.
version
That'd
of
be
it, because
cool.
obviously I don't read Japanese. But,
Right.
I'm not fluent in any other foreign language except possibly some German. But that's a story for later. But yeah, I don't know. I liked the movie. What about you guys? What would you score this one?
Ooh, I'd do like a 4 or 5. Go high up there.
Okay. Chris, how about you?
I would do a 4.5. I remember the first time I ever watched this, I was on vacation, and I needed to be on vacation because I needed to be able to stay up later because it was Toonami's month of Miyazaki. So every
Oh my
Saturday of the month, they would play a Miyazaki film. And I think I watched this and Howl's Moving Castle before vacation was over. And I've loved this movie ever since. So, like, this is very high up there. I don't think it's perfect, and I think part of it is Alison Lohman's performance, as well as it is a little bit slow at points. But I think it's necessary slowness for world building, but it can be a little bit slow. So I'm just dropping it down half. I would put it at a 9.75, but we ought to go on a 5-star scale, so 4.5.
Yep. And it would be like a 4 for me. Maybe a 3.5, depending on, you know. Yeah, so like, yeah, right around a 4. Like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite?
Would you guys add it to your collection?
On its own, I don't know. Because
Okay.
I would need, like, again, like we were talking earlier, maybe there's a collected version that might show up that I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
I want to buy that because I want to watch all the Ghibli movies, you know?
Oh, yeah. For
So
sure.
I might do that. I mean, I wouldn't mind owning this, to be clear. If I was like at a half price books or something, you know, or found it on a thrift store of like, oh, hey, heck yeah, I'm going to throw that in my collection as a solo ad. But I would probably wait until I got a larger collection to buy all at once.
Gotcha.
Well, you, Joe?
I would 100% add this to my collection. This would be such
Hell yeah.
such a gem in my collection if I found it. Oh my god. Yeah.
And I assume both of you have watched other Miyazaki movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
I watched. Oh, it might not be Miyazaki.
Obviously, Chris, you just said you
Komiya?
did, so that's a good assumption.
I have seen and own Howl's Moving Castle. That's probably my second favorite one. I've seen Castle in the Sky, which I really like. Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke I've also seen. I want to go back and watch them because I didn't really enjoy them the first time I watched them. But I was also like, I was on vacation watching those like with other people, and I think I just needed to be in a better headspace and be in the mood to watch a movie. So I want to go back and revisit those because I feel like I didn't give them a good enough chance. There's like too much chatting happening while we were watching. So
Yeah, I can hear that. Speaking of Toonami, though, I got caught up on the first 2 episodes of My Adventures with Superman, which are on Toonami.
ooh, nice.
Absolutely, god dang that Superman as an anime should not work as well as this does. It's freaking great. Like,
Is that the one with Jack Quaid
Yeah,
as Superman?
this week they have a knockoff version of Red Omega, which is a Marvel character from X-Men, the Russian with the whip vines, you know.
Yes.
And
yeah.
they bring that into DC, and they just make it a female version, and she's just cracking jokes with Superman while trying to kick his ass. It's freaking hilarious. It's so good.
That's awesome.
Like, this show just works stupid well. Like, Supergirl is basically Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z in terms of like her introduction and all that. And it's like down to the costume and everything when she first shows up. It's absolutely great. Like, it's very anime property, but it's freaking good.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of scores and stuff in our collections, should we go through what we've added before we get on to what we're watching next?
Yeah. I have nothing.
Totally
I actually
valid.
have stuff.
Chris and I,
my-
Joe and I went to a thrift store and bought a shitload of stuff.
Heck
Yeah.
yes.
I went and I bought season 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Grey's Anatomy.
Yep.
For someone else that
Nice.
we share servers. But the Mason City fucking they're
The Goodwill gets some
they're-
weird
the
shit.
the Goodwill gets some weird shit, and I love it. It's so great. Boy Meets Grill.
Wow. Wait, is that somebody from
I believe that's Bobby
No.
Boy Meets
Flay.
World?
That's Bobby Flay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that a VHS?
DVD,
No, it's like
but
a
I'm sure it was a
DVD
VHS.
collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
100% was a VHS at some point in time. But no, I saw that. I was like, this is amazing.
At one time, they had a
What?
VHS set from PBS of historic places in Iowa, and I really wanted Joey to buy it.
Oh,
It was like a
That'd be
7-part
great.
box set. I was like, Joey, that needs to be in the collection. And then they sold it before he could buy it. But I added a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff
No.
as well. For the TV, I added A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which me and Joey need to find some time and
Nice.
actually get a pizza, some wings, and we're just going to sit down and watch all of this.
so good.
That's coming up soon. Other TV, I added something for my nephew's future collection. Even my brother says he's never going to watch cartoons. I'm like, okay, bud,
okay.
that's not happening. If I ever,
Not,
if
not
I,
if
if
you're
I ever
leaving my
babysit,
house for anything. Yeah.
we got with the sleeve still the TMNT, the 1987 release, season 1
Ooh.
and 2.
Yes. I'm excited you got those. I want to watch
So now
those.
I'm on the lookout for, I think, seasons 3, 4, and 5.
That's amazing.
And if I can, I might, but I know it didn't get great reviews, but I still kind of want it. The Party Wagon DVD set, where the DVDs slot into the Party Wagon.
God.
I kind of want it. I need it
That'd
on the
just be cool
shelf.
to have.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Even if
it's
it's not the best
sexy.
version, I don't care.
Last night was so funny. I played some D&D with my brother, and he has a almost going to be 4 years old kid, and like he was playing as my nephew was going to bed, kind of thing. So he was upstairs, and we're talking down, like my brother's downstairs, and we're talking over Discord, and we're talking about like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my nephew like comes running down the stairs. He's like, "Daddy, did I hear Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?"
Yes.
Yes.
That's a kid being raised right.
Yes, yes.
And then I went to a thrift store in Rochester. It's a bigger one called Savers up there. I have had such great luck up there of late. Last time I got 3 Guitar Hero games, pristine discs. Like I got
Nice.
Guitar Hero 2, I think it was World Tour, and the Aerosmith one. Absolutely perfect looking discs. This time I got a bunch of movies. Hang on.
Oh, baby.
So I got an upgrade of my Spider-Man Homecoming. I already had the Blu-ray, but got the 4K now. So
Nice.
that's nice. The Hitman's Bodyguard and the digital code even worked.
Shit.
Fun one.
Bad Boys for Life, which is the third Bad Boys, digital code also worked. Free Guy,
That's such a fun
a
movie.
classic, No Country for Old Men. The disc, the case is beat up, but the disc is very clean.
Nice.
The Equalizer, the first one.
That's a
I
good
toyed
one.
with maybe getting the 4K set because I've seen 2 and 3 and I really enjoyed them. I just never watched the first one. So that
Ooh,
one is one
that's good.
I might upgrade eventually.
Chris
And this
Moretz,
was
yeah.
brand new, but the digital code was destroyed because WB sucks. It doesn't work anymore. Crazy Rich Asians, which is more for my mom than me, but
Oh.
it was brand new. So like I
never
gotta
seen
buy
it.
that for $3. I'll just have my mom watch it.
Yeah. Oh, $3 like in the case, like
Yep,
in the
still
plastic?
in the plastic and everything.
Fucking
Absolutely.
steal.
Absolute no brainer. So I'm gonna add that to my mom's collection, and I gotta buy them a DVD player or a Blu-ray player so they can actually watch stuff. They don't like my Xbox that I gave them for that, which is understandable. It's a little cumbersome compared to a traditional player.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we added to our collection. So what we need to do next is choose who our next host is gonna be. I need to actually go to the shared version of the
Can
thing.
we also just talk about I forgot this. Nausicaä has to have the most tough abs in the world to be able to plank like that, doing her glider. Like
Yes.
perfect, just horizontal,
Yes.
just like
And to do the
That's
control
crazy.
the plane with her foot while standing.
yeah.
Which, by the way,
That's
the
nuts.
plane, it's a gunship. It's literally a flying gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it's
I saw
awesome.
that right away.
That's such a cool
Nice,
design.
Let's fucking go.
It's a double shot revolver. You know the two barrel
Yep.
revolver with fucking wings. Like goddamn,
so
It's
it's
so
a-
cool.
so good.
It's like a pocket derringer with wings.
Absolutely hilarious. That is so perfect. All right, so we need to do our wheel spin here. So we have 3 things left on the wheel spin for the year.
Woo!
A dealer's choice for Discord,
go.
where the 3 of us will pick a film. We'll put it to the vote on via straw poll in Discord. We have a dealer's choice for Joe, so he gets to pick anything from his collection, which he can subject us to abject horror,
I can.
horror genre, or just hopefully something we'll both like. And then a random from me. Just fucking with you, man. All right,
know.
let's spin the wheel.
I still have some shitters left in my list. so
I know you
kinda
do. I
consider-
have seen the collection.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a random from me. It's my last random.
Hey, yay.
And we'll remove you. Oh, and speaking of, this is my collection spinning on screen. I'm up with all those movies. I think I got everything added from the last round too now. I'm up to 569.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Indeed.
That's a good.
So I'm pushing
nice.
600. So by the time we get around to the end of our next season, I might have 600 movies. So
Let's go.
That's huge.
I got
That's
2
huge.
full shelves now. Go working
That's
on shelf
gorgeous.
3. All right, spin the wheel. Let's see what we get. We're slowing down.
Good.
And mine isn't alphabetized, it's fully
something
randomized. What do we got? Oh, it's one of my newer ones I haven't watched yet. In Bruges. Or Bruges?
Oh, I've wanted to see this for so long.
The Colin
What is
Farrell,
this?
I'm
Ray
so
Fiennes.
excited.
Hang on, I'll go get it.
Yes.
In Bruges?
In Bruges. It's a we get to watch a movie where Colin Farrell has his normal accent, I'm pretty sure. A nice Irish movie. I'm so excited for this. It's like
I've
a
never
dark
seen
comedy,
this.
I think.
Yes, it's they play hitmen. And
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
he's
Yes.
like traumatized over killing a kid or something, and Ray Fiennes is trying to kill him. It's great.
I'm
Brendan
so
Gleeson is in
excited
it as
for
well.
this.
They're hilarious in it.
Yep.
I'm jazzed for this one. I'm gonna crack it open
Let's
right now.
go.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Huge.
Oh, I didn't
Making
reframe
two.
this screen. Hang on. I gotta while we're on it, peek behind the curtain, people. I gotta recam because we're trying to use Discord a little differently. Cam 4. Wait, nope, that's nobody. Where's everybody's fucking cameras? There we go.
Here I am. Oh. I forgot about the fox squirrel. I want that as a Pokemon. From Nausicaä.
Oh my god, yeah. It's
I
definitely
want
like
that
an
as a
Eevee vibe.
Pokemon. Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
I would have, you know, it'd been really funny if the movie started and she's like, "Oh, a fox squirrel," and then it bites her and then she dies from rabies like 5 minutes later.
It is crazy how while you watch an anime, you're like, oh, it's not just Avatar that was like, let's mash two animals together.
Yep.
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 Ooh, they do that in Full Metal Alchemist pretty well.
Yeah.
They mash
Definitely
up
a weird anime trope that is always just seems fun. Adds a
Yeah.
little whimsy to the world, you might say.
They add a daughter to a dog. It's pretty great.
What?
That scene makes me cry every time.
What?
Oh, what?
None of you seen this? Oh my god.
I've heard about
my
the dog,
God.
and I know that it's very
Joey,
sad, but I don't. I haven't
watch
seen
normal
Full Metal
cartoons
Alchemist
like
yet.
Gargoyles.
I watch fucked up shit.
Wait, hey, Gargoyles
I
has some fucked
watched
up
Beast
shit.
Wars. That was normal.
Oh my
Let's just
God.
say the
When you're
episode where
devil
the
animals.
detective becomes a gargoyle was a formative moment for me.
Oh, speaking of gargoyles, do you guys see that Keith David finally got his Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I did.
That's pretty huge.
Oh, this one doesn't have a
We
digital.
love
I didn't
Keith
think it
David.
did, but now it's open, and we're gonna watch it. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm so excited.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be here back in roughly 2 weeks, depending on life. We didn't mention in the intro, I had to get a complete computer wipe and reboot, thanks to Joe. Windows Cumulative Update did not like my computer because it kept trying to put it in
No.
Secure Boot, even though technically I wasn't ready for Secure Boot. My my
Wasn't.
motherboard could do it, wasn't enabled, so it kept being in this stupid boot loop. Joey, finally, we
It
got
was
it fixed.
frustrating.
We got BIOS updated. We got Windows 11 installed. I have a functional computer for the foreseeable future now.
Woo!
It took
Yay.
about 10 days.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Well,
pissed.
Yeah.
Some crazy problem solving because I'm just like, what could it be? Looked it up, was like hard drive potentially. God, doesn't seem right. And then yeah. And then we just figured it out slowly. It's like,
Absolutely annoying. PCs suck and are awesome.
Yeah.
This is true.
I'm starting to save up for mine, so maybe I can get it before Gears E-Day comes out, and I can actually play Gears E-Day.
Heck yeah.
I pray
Because
for you,
it definitely
Chris.
won't run on my 10-year-old computer.
That is quite true.
A 1080 Ti? Yeah, I don't think.
Oh,
I don't
it
think that's
might,
gonna run
maybe.
this.
No.
1080 Ti is sneaky.
It
at
might run
30
Gears
frames per second.
5. Maybe.
Here's the thing. Oh, it does. It definitely runs Gears 5. Does it run it super well? No, I have to put it on like low settings. But it survived. My computer has survived 10 years. I'm happy with it. It's time for an upgrade. I'm just Gears E-Day said the time is now.
Yes. We must. It
For my
must
favorite
happen.
game series, yeah.
Indeed. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you in a couple weeks for... How do you say... Is it Bruges? Bruges.
In Bruges?
I think it's
It's
Bruges.
a place in Belgium.
Yeah, so I want to say Bruges.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I've heard it said before, but I've never watched it. I'm excited. There's a bunch of movies that I've added recently to my collection I have never watched. This is top of the list for ones I've been excited about, because I still get... For years, I've been getting the hotel confrontation scene between him and Ray Fiennes, Farrell and Fiennes. goddamn hilarious. So I'm very excited for this movie.
I'm so excited for this.
All right, we'll get out of here. Hit the like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought of Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind. And what's your favorite Studio Ghibli / Miyazaki film or work? Because obviously he's a writer too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hit us in the comments. Not hit us, like talk to us in the comments. I'm not up for physical violence today. Bye.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, yeah.